Welcome to the 2015 It Sucks Most to Be You in America awards show, where we pay tribute to those demographic groups who get pissed on most by, well, you, America. It was quite difficult to narrow down the choices to just a few when there's so many different types of people who get screwed daily in our poor excuse for a democracy. Here are the nominees. Young black men. If current trends continue, 1 in 3 black males will spend some time in prison over the course of their shortened lifetime. Actually, more black males are in prison currently than in colleges and universities. As a white female, my average life expectancy is just over 81 years. But for black men, homicide and heart disease will reduce that by about 10. To increase your odds of being removed from this list next year, we suggest that black men avoid at all costs all forms of violence, toy guns, the police, poverty, Skittles, and don't forget, eat your fruits and veggies. Our second nominee includes immigrants or refugees from any Latin American country. Emma Lazarus once said, "Give me your poor, your tired, your huddled masses yearning to be free." She must have left out the part about being white and speaking fluent English. Immigration to the United States is only acceptable if you're from Canada or some other white European nation. It's probably time that you forget how oppressive regimes and poverty were in fact created by NAFTA's free trade policies. We understand. US coups have overthrown your democratically elected leaders, and we've consistently interfered in the internal workings of your country. Except most Americans don't really see these as justifiable reasons for having to push one for English. Our third nominee is the homeless and working poor. Let's start by ignoring the fact that around 75% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Because, well, merica. 47 million American people rely on food banks to supplement their households. Apparently, these statistics sit perfectly well with your elected leaders because they continue to spend money every day on war and militarism. We recommend that people in this category continue working 2, 3, even 4 jobs, pay your taxes, and hope that you don't drop dead or go postal before your next day off. That's a great segue into our next nominee, the criminalized mentally ill. Thanks to Ronald Reagan, deinstitutionalization, and an utter lack of education or concern for fellow human beings, 73% of female and 55% of male prison inmates suffer from a mental illness. Those who are suffering from these debilitating symptoms while in the prison system can look forward to medically unsafe detoxes from substances, an excessive use of force by prison guards, increased rates of being held in isolation, and over-medication by use of psychotropic drugs. But hey, don't count on your politicians to save you, because chances are you've lost your right to vote, and so you don't mean anything to them. And remember, if someone asks you if you want drugs, just say no. Our final nominee and the winner of this year's It Sucks to Be You in America award goes to Muslims. As a Muslim American, you're required to denounce any and all actions carried out in the Middle East or North Africa by any of America's so-called enemies. And unless you want to end up on a terrorist watch list, you better not donate any money to a charity that supports victims of US bombing campaigns. Islamophobia is real. Ben Carson and Donald Trump are rising in the polls because of it. It should be noted the Democrats, however, have done absolutely nothing to combat the anti-Muslim hysteria that is sweeping the nation. In fact, Obama has escalated the FBI entrapment operations in the United States, and he's even bombed more Muslim countries than Bush did. Even though studies have shown that most anti-Muslim people in America tend to be Christian conservatives, there are plenty of seemingly educated people in the secular left who continue with their racist poppycock, as most recently seen Sam Harris, Bill Maher, and Richard Dawkins. You would think they would know better than this, but alas, they're idiots. We would like to end tonight by recognizing all of those demographic groups who didn't win first place, but probably have in the past or will in the future. Whistleblowers, who's a member of the LGBTQ community, political activists, independent journalists, and women. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope you'll tune in next year to find out who it sucked most to be in 2016.